If you see a bunch of dog hair on this sweatshirt, no you didn't. It is St. Bernard glitter. We'll go with that. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is For a Positive Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. It's been a really long time since I've done a video that's like a readathon specific TBR, so I thought why not try it again today. So I'm going to be doing my TBR for Jante's Inferno, which is created by Jan over at Jan Agaton, and it's a really fun like 10-day, maybe 11-day readathon in February. I'll have all the information down below, but today I'm going to talk to you about my TBR. This is a readathon that's based on Dante's Inferno and the different layers of hell, or the levels of hell, and so there is a prompt for each level. I'm not going to go over like which one each one means. There's a really cool description that Jan has in her announcement video, so I'll link it down below. You should definitely check it out even if you're not wanting to do this readathon. The information is still really cool. The idea is that you start in the bottom layer of hell and you work your way up. You can double up on prompts one time, so you'll see as I go along because I'm doing it twice. We're just gonna get into it, okay? I don't need to go over the rules. You should watch Jan's video if you want to do that. So we start in the 9th level of hell, and that is Treachery, and the prompt for that is to read a book that is set in winter or has snow on the cover. This has both. I'm gonna be reading One by Ruth Ware. I've read a few Ruth Ware books and they've been hit or miss. Like, I really liked The Death of Mrs. Westaway, really didn't like The Woman in Cabin 10, or this one. I can never remember the name of it, but this one. I'm gonna give her one more chance. This has been sitting on my shelf for a while. This one doesn't have a date on the back of the book of the month, but it's been on here for a while. So we're gonna give it another shot. We're gonna try her one more time, and this will be kind of my last chance for Ruth Ware. And then the next level of hell, the 8th level, I can count, is Fraud, and that is to read a horror or thriller. So we're gonna double up and read this as well. This I believe is a like closed door mystery, like kind of Agatha Christie-esque, and I have liked some types of those stories, specifically ones that were snowy settings. I've liked some, I haven't liked others, so we'll see if I like this one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, this is gonna be the first one. I'm also going to be trying to read these like in order. I don't even know if that's a rule that you have to read them in order, but I'm gonna try. I'm also vlogging. We're gonna do every other day vlogs, except for one is going to be 3 days because it's like the weekend. We'll do a weekend vlog. But anyways, the next level of hell is Violence, and the prompt for that is a vampire book or a book with blood on the cover. I'm gonna do both. I'm actually gonna be rereading A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. This made my favorite books of the year that I read it, but I'm gonna be reading An Education in Malice in March for Boozy Book Club, and so I kind of want to like dip my toes back into Gibson's work and reread this book, potentially annotate it, because the first time I read it as an audiobook. Yeah, it was an audiobook, and I didn't have a physical copy, but I found this absolutely gorgeous copy on Pango last week. It's gorgeous. Like, it does have the new cover. I prefer the indie cover, and I wish I would have bought it before it got trad-pubbed, but it's fine. But it has this absolutely gorgeous quote on the naked hardcover, so I'm obsessed. This is a weird like horror romance about Dracula, but from the perspective of his first bride, and it's like an epistolary letter to Dracula, and so it's told in second person. It's so wonderfully crafted, and I'm really excited to get back into it. The next level is Heresy, and the prompt for that is to read a new release or a hyped book or a hot new book, and so for that I'm going to be reading Midnight Ruin by Katie Robert. This is the newest book in the Dark Olympus series, the like Greek gods romance, and I'm caught up, and this is the one that like literally just came out 2 weeks ago, so it is definitely a hot new release. This one is Polly, I believe. It's Eurydice Sharon Aridi. I'm really bad with Greek names, so sorry. And Orpheus. And I've heard some great things about this book, and I'm really excited to read it. Some of my friends have already read this book, so I want to be able to talk to them about it. The next level is Anger, and so the prompt for that is to either read a book with a battle or a book that has like knife to the throat enemies. So for this one I'm going to be reading The Ruptured Sky by Jessica A. McMinn. This is a self-pub book that was a SPIFBO 9 semi-finalist, and then the author reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review it, and I really wanted to. This was one that I was really excited for, and I was kind of sad that it wasn't in my original group, but I'm excited to pick this one up. And then the sequel comes out, I think, later in February, so if I like it, I will definitely be picking up the sequel, but I am reading this for an author review. But the first line of the synopsis says, Princess Amy Carlia, don't know how to pronounce that, likes a fight. And that feels like a battle. I don't know if there's actually a battle in here, but we might have to stretch it. I mean, it's like a sword on the cover. I'm really excited about this. I heard it's very queer and there's a lot of messiness and drama in here, so I'm here for that. The next level is Greed, and for that the prompt is a book that you paid full price for, and it is February. It is, you know, the month of romance. It's also Black History Month, so I thought this was a perfect book for that. So I'm going to be reading Technically Yours by Denise Williams. This is an author that I'm going to get to meet at Steamy Lit Con in August, so I really want to read some more of her books. I really liked one, and I really didn't like the other. So, we'll see where we land here. This says, 8 years ago, he fell in love with a stranger he couldn't have. Today, she's back in his life, and the sparks between them threaten to set her career on fire. In a good way or a bad way, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is a book that just recently came out, I think at the end of December, if I remember correctly. And it's one that I picked up just recently after I got my Steamy Lit tickets because I want to try her books one more time. The next level is Gluttony, and so that is a book with food involved. For this one, I'm going to be reading Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. This is a baking romance, and it is like a cooking competition, and one of our main characters is the first non-binary contestant on this competition, and I'm really excited about it. I've heard really good things about it, and so I'm also going to be using this for the next prompt, which is Lust. And the prompt is to read a book with romance involved. It has romance in it, okay? I'm reading a lot of romance this month, actually. And then the final level is Limbo, and so that is just to read any book. Doesn't matter, you just need to read one more book, and it can be anything, but you can't double up. Like, this one has to be on its own. For this one, I'm gonna read a graphic novel just because I know at the end of this like 10 days I'm gonna be like struggle busing, and so I'm going to be reading If You'll Have Me by Uni. This is one that Bethany over at Beautifully Bookish Bethany talked about so much last year, and so I found it on Pango, and it's like really cute, and I think it's a college age romance. So we have one like sensitive, introverted, like, you know, quiet, mousy character, and then our other main character is known as being a flirt and a player, and it's gonna be a cute little romance. So really excited about this one, and it'll be a nice way to like wrap up the whole week. All right, so those are the books that I'm going to be reading. These plus Love and Other Disasters. I think it'll be a really good chance for me to get a bunch of books off of my physical TBR, which, you know, we know is my big goal for the year. And I will be doing a vlog pretty much every other day. So there's going to be, I think, 5 vlogs total. So it would be fun. We'll do some like lifestyle content as well. But Jan always has really cool vlogs, and so I kind of wanted to like adopt her style for the week. All of the information for the readathon is linked down below, so definitely go check it out, and let me know in the comments down below if you are participating. If you're not feeling chatty, just leave a flame or a devil emoji. That makes sense. That is all I have for you today. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there is a little button you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!